What's up?
Not much, you?
Just had to update my camera app because of course. So I was sitting here like as it turned 3 o'clock, I'm like, no, no, no. And for whatever reason, the download was taking 4 billion years to just download from Chrome. And then finally it redid it. And I guess whatever they did to the camera app changed all of the settings on it. So it looked like a
Oh no.
pixely garbage mess and it's super dark and I don't know how to fix it, but it's fine now. I'm just in the dark. Anyway, how are you?
Okay. I'm good. Yeah, I was just so I'm sticker bombing my PC
Okay.
and I figured I'll just stream it before. This way I've got something and then whenever you're ready, I'm already ready, so
I was I'm now ready. I'm fully prepared for the day ahead of me, and I'm glad you're my first guest because we're homies now. Like I said, everybody,
yeah.
Katie's a homie. She's been hanging out and sucking up all the knowledge like a sponge, like Bitsy. You should also as well. It's been interesting. So I guess I'll do what I usually do. Let's hear the elevator pitch. Who is Katie Bunny? All that good stuff.
Hey. So I am 26. I'm a 90s kid. I grew up on RuneScape, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, all that good old stuff.
Hell yeah.
I identify as queer, pronoun she, her.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm a variety streamer. I play a lot of Minecraft right now, trying to get into some shooter games.
Ooh, okay.
We'll see. I'm hesitant because toxic, but I've been told a couple that are okay.
And what are those couple?
Apparently Apex is okay, so we'll see.
You know, from the general consensus from talking to other gamers and whatnot, Apex does seem like, chat, back me up on this because clearly all I do is podcast now. I feel like Apex out of all the shooters is the most tame as far as toxicity goes. So I think you'd be good with Apex.
Yeah,
but
that's good.
So yeah, it's been, how long have you been in the community? The first night you jumped in was pure chaos, but how has it been since then?
It's been good. So to plug your Discord, honestly, if you are streaming, if you just want to hang out, like the people who show up, crazy, big names, and you're like, how am I even in the same call with these people?
I don't know. I guess my chaoticness just attracts everybody, but
yeah.
Also everybody. Katie's only been streaming for how long now?
So I believe it's the 12th will be 2 months.
Hell yeah. That's Oh man, and you're just all this information is being thrown at you. Are you a little overwhelmed now?
No. Well, okay, so I'm not overwhelmed by the information. The information is good.
Yeah.
I think I've mentioned to you a couple times the way I think everyone should learn is by studying other people who are successful.
Yeah.
None of this streamer tip shit.
Oh, you heard it here first, people.
I mean, there's the odd one that's useful, and I think we all know that, but honestly, I have grown more by following people that I follow and like actually taking notes as to what they're doing, adding things that they're doing, talking to people.
It's honestly, so I've got a little kickback from that tweet I posted about streamer tips and like building smaller streamers now building their TikToks with just streamer tips because they see it works for other people and they're just like, oh, maybe if I just rehash it in whatever way. But there's room for streamer tips. Like we just watched the Tim the Tatman one that was from 2014. He did the same. He was giving the same information. Like you don't need expensive gear. Just meet people, enjoy people, all that good stuff. Like there's still room for tips. It's just very tricky. Did you ever think about doing tips? Like was that part of?
No, because I know that whatever is going to work for me is going to work for everybody.
Yeah.
And like I said, my best way of learning is watching and incorporating. So I don't always know the tips that I know. I just do things. And then to translate it, it would be so hard.
I feel like I get that. Like, obviously, I was thinking about these conversations are semi advice pieces in a way. Like the best tip, in my opinion, tell me if you agree, is a tip that comes from someone's experience and they make that known. Like there's one girl on TikTok, I don't know if you've seen her. She prefaces every tip with, this is what's worked for me. It might not work for you, but here's to try it out.
Yeah. I think she calls them bias streamer tips.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think that's perfect, right?
Yeah. No, absolutely. And so I do actually follow her. I know I mentioned to you that I've not interested all of the streamer tips that I see, except for hers, because like I'm gonna give her props where props are due. Like she's straight up saying, "Hey, this may not work for you," and she's not giving the standard ones.
Sorry, my dog is dreaming right now and barking.
All good. I've got dogs barking upstairs, so I hope you can't hear them.
I was gonna say, can you hear him going?
Oh, a little bit.
Hey, General. Excuse you. I'm doing something. Weak from his slumber. He's probably dreaming about eating me. Sorry, Katie. People want to absorb knowledge they didn't know they needed. TikTok is good for that. Yeah, Brian. You could make a TikTok about how to spread your cheeks the right way for a perfect partner. Of course, my chat.
No, that'll get you banned.
Yeah. Well, depending on who
that'll get me banned on Twitch. It wouldn't get Jordan banned on Twitch.
Yeah, right. I mean, you know the whole thing about the queef and whatnot, right? Like, I don't think she should have been banned, like, at all.
No, not at all.
It's insane because there's dudes with little fart mics. But anyway, I thought it was interesting. So last night I asked you what your goals with streaming were, and that it blew me away with your answer. So we'll hit that. What are your goals with streaming?
Okay, so I'm gonna preface this with, I'm somebody who goes from 0 to 100 real quick.
Same.
So I have the ultimate goal, which I'm now calling the FU goal.
Okay.
And then I have a more realistic goal. So I'll start with the FU goal.
Okay.
Actually, no, start with the realistic goal because there's less explanation to that one. So realistic goal is I don't want to work for anybody. I want to stream full time. I want to just be able to support myself on streaming. That's the realistic goal. The fuck you goal is to be playing with the big boys on Twitch.
Hell yeah.
So if you look at the top streamers from 2020, I looked it up to just make sure I had stats. So 2020, the top streamer, so they had to make a top streamer list and a top female streamer list.
Yeah.
Because females don't even touch the male list.
Yeah.
I think the highest earning just on Twitch, I'm sure she makes money elsewhere, was Pokimane.
I believe so.
And
it should be.
She was just under $600,000. Okay. And then if you look at the top earning man, it's XQC at 2 mil. And there's the top 5 or 6 are all in the mills. How much money? So for me, in order to support myself, I'm reading your chat.
No, you're good. You're good.
So Aaron, for me, in order to support myself, I worked it out. I need to be making, I think 4 or 5, like to replace my current job. I need to make 4,000 or 5,000 a month. So it's a bit off. And I know that I can't make that just off Twitch. I have to do other stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, it's possible.
It's tough though, because if you want to double in on what Aaron said and what your goal is, just the fact that even Pokey compared to XQC, the disparity, whether it be, I don't know, you got to think branding, and then who might your sponsors be, or who could you work with that like funnels in, I guess, advertising also sucks on Twitch. It's all about that YouTube game. Do you have any plan for YouTube, or what would you, my big thing, as you know, is the investment outside of stream, because stream you can get money from stream, subs, bits, all that good stuff. But what's your investment outside of it? What do you think you could work towards with that?
So I'm looking at doing YouTube. I hate editing, but I'm going to suck it up. I was recommended a different editing program by King Charming. So I'm going to try that. Apparently that one's easier to use, friendlier to use. Okay. I don't remember the name of it, but it's in a tab somewhere.
Okay.
So that's something that I'm looking into. I'll probably get it. And then just putting out bare minimum content on YouTube just so that I can get money to have an editor who can do it better. Like I want to look into getting merch up and that kind of thing, and just monetizing the crap out of everything.
Yeah. The monetization is a treat, because technically, since I took affiliate away and whatnot, there is that. Who said, was it you that said you got your first hype train? Who had their first hype train? No. Someone came in the other night and said they got their first hype train, and it was Rain. It was Blood Rain. Blood Rain came in. She was like, I got my first hype train, and that's great. That's the whole camaraderie part of Twitch that also kind of has this weird mindset that it puts you in, like, I can make money on Twitch. But it's so month to month and scary, because when I first started, I saw the subs come in, and you see the sub counters that people have. Like, there's this, I don't know, let me know when you first started, when you saw like sub counters or people got subs, the whole idea of getting subs, you think that's my income, but a ton of those come from gifted. Like, a lot of those are gifted subs, and that's what blows my mind when people have high sub counts for that month and then just like, I'm a full-time streamer, you know?
Yeah. Well, and so part of my plan with streaming, like, I understand that subs come and go and you should never ever count on them. Like, end of the day, you should never count on anything with Twitch.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, so many people have said it. Tomorrow, Twitch could cancel. Like, they could just shut down and you're screwed. You may not even get that money you've got banked. So in terms of going to full-time streaming, my plan has always been I need to be 3 months with having Twitch give me enough money to replace my job.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, have 3 months savings.
Smart. It's much smarter than, like, oh man. Much smarter than I think most people go into streaming with.
Well, I think I mentioned to you, so my mom, I come from a background of entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
My mom is a social media manager. She helps businesses with their branding online and that kind of thing. And so part of my being smart online is just absorbing things she said. And I mean, she's super supportive of me streaming, which is interesting because I don't know if a lot of parents are supportive.
It's a weird bit. A lot of people won't even tell their families. Like, I took a while to post to my personal Facebook, and now it's just shameless. I was the type of person that didn't want any friends on my Facebook for the longest time. I would just unfollow and block people for no. Hey, I'm a jerk. I'm a jerk. But now it's like any sort of network at the smallest amount. And like I've mentioned to others before, I've reconnected with people IRL that I've never. That I thought I lost connection. Luke, who's on the show sometimes, I hadn't talked to him in years. My buddy, I was going to say John Cusack, but that's his screen name. Lawrence. But like, it's interesting. It's true though. But that's cool that your mom is, I guess, coming from that realm though. The idea behind it is nice. But she doesn't mind it. She's all behind it for you.
Oh yeah, she's super supportive. She very much tries to tell me, be careful, right? She warns me all the time because she's my mother. She's concerned. But at the end of the day, like, she lurks in my stream all the time. Nice. Like, literally, if she's at home or near a computer, she's lurking, which is super awesome that she's that supportive. And I hope she's not lurking right now because I didn't tell her that I bought a second webcam to do streaming.
Oh, my God.
So she might be a little annoyed about that one and say that was a bad decision, but whatever.
It's so funny, though, because we get caught into gear. Like, I've officially, I think I'm done buying stuff, but how much have you invested, or did you already have all the stuff that you needed?
So technically I had everything that I needed when I started streaming. I had a gaming laptop that was able to just barely stream and game.
Nice.
So I was okay set up, and I had a webcam as well from that. And I was borrowing my mother's Blue Yeti for a bit. Okay. But that crapped out, so I needed to invest in a mic. And before the whole global panini happened, I was planning on going to Scotland. Okay. And so I was saving up for that. And since the global panini isn't going away for a bit, I went, well, that money can go into a PC. So I bought a gaming PC.
Yeah, I went all out. I got the 2080 Ti crazy nonsense. Like, I went full out on it, and I just popped go. I don't even know why. I mentioned this before. I forget why I started streaming. That's probably bad. I'm glad I'm where I'm at now, but I'm so headfirst in this streaming world that I forget why I started streaming. But now I think I'm finally at a moment where I don't need anything else. In fact, I probably need less. In fact, there's a dead pixel in this screen, and I paid $1,600 for it, and I'm pissed, and I'm angry, and I'm upset. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, and that's something that's interesting. So you say that you forgot why you started streaming, and as much as I've only been streaming for just under 2 months, I would say in the last couple weeks, I forgot why I started streaming.
Really?
Yeah, really. And so And it's funny, like, being in your Discord and talking to everybody, and even last night, I told you that you guys were going to turn me into a bitch. And not in a bad way. Not in a bad way.
We're bad
very
influences, everyone. I'm sorry.
But being a bad bitch, not, I'm nasty to everybody. But part of that was why I wanted to start streaming, right? Like, I wanted to take back streaming and get out there and take on the world and, and all of that. And then through just our conversations, I'm like, no, F it. Like, I'm going to start being nasty to those people who are nasty in the comments. I'm going to say fuck on the internet. Like, stuff like that, right?
Please hold back. That's too much. Saying fuck on the internet? Are you kidding me?
Okay, so if you look at my first couple VODs, which please do not look at my first couple VODs.
We'll do it.
But if you do, I know, now saying it, everybody's going to go and look at them.
I'll go back.
But, like, there's actually one stream where I had my friends in the comments, we were just chatting about stuff, and drugs came up, and I'm like, I should not be talking about this because I'm actively aware of 2 children in my chat. And then afterwards I got off and I'm like, why the fuck do I care? Right? Like, if they don't want to be here, it's not my responsibility to parent them.
Yeah. That's the trick, especially depending on what like games you play and all that jazz. Your audience, you don't have a mature setting on your stream, right?
I did for a bit.
Okay.
But here's the kicker. Here's a fun one. I had it, so I switched it on after we were talking to Schmitty and she convinced me to put it on. And I streamed 2 times after that. My growth halted.
Really?
I was actively going up by 1 to 2 followers per stream. I was averaging like 4 viewers organically. Okay. And so should have been no problem. I switched that on and then I dropped right down to just my friends in the chat. Like, it just halted it completely.
Interesting.
And I've heard, I think it was Caliente, she made a video saying that, it couldn't be somebody else, but she mentioned that it will kill your discoverability. And I very much saw that. I didn't believe it, but I saw it. And so now I'm like, I'm like on that fence.
Yeah, I don't believe. Chat, how do we feel? I think I saw. Also, Gem is correct. If you have Gem she plays Barbie games, so her audience is going to be a little bit younger. Definitely don't raid into me if you are if you know your audience, because we get into some crazy shit. But your fault. Parents don't monitor the kids' internet use. That's the other thing. They can still click yes, but I guess there is that like they can still click in, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I have mature content kept on, to be honest. Okay, Spider Bro says mature. I took mine off. Off because I feel like I curse, but I don't think that requires the...
No, as far as I know, cursing doesn't require it. It's just talking about mature subjects. So if you're talking about drugs or sex or that kind of thing, then you do have to have it on.
I feel like we don't talk about that on stream, but I'm not sure.
Well, considering I saw that Rose rated you when you were talking about anime boobs.
Yeah, usually Gem raids on Mondays because she does anime stuff, and that's when I have the anime podcast. But yeah, one evening we were rating best anime bobbies, and hey, it is what it is, you know?
Yep.
It is what it is. Hold on real quick. I have to confirm. If you don't mind keeping up, make sure.
Yeah, I'll chat. I can chat. Don't you worry.
I have to confirm with one hit to make sure we're in the right time zones because, fuck a time zone.
Yeah. But yeah, so what was I saying? Mature, yeah. Having the mature thing on. I'm surprised. I'm very proud of these children. In my Discord, so in order to gain access to the Discord, you have to react, and it's if you're over 18, react to this. If you're under 18, react to this. And I actually put in there, I'm not trying to be a jerk. It's for your protection over everybody. And I have them separated into a different chat. So they don't have access to the adult chats, and adults don't have, or they have access to the adult chats, but the adults don't have access to their chat kind of thing.
Yeah.
I have to look at the specifics. And I'm very, very proud of these children. They have actually reacted properly. I don't have a single one that lied.
Interesting.
Which is amazing. But part of that preamble is that I say, like, I was a kid on the internet. I got into shit that I shouldn't have. I know how much shit I got into, so I know how much shit they're getting into, right? And at the end of the day, if they want to be there, they'll be there, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I think technically you've done all the steps you can take. If it gets too much, you can just as easily ban them. I mean, it's the conversation like I had with Teeny Giant about the only other extra step that really shouldn't be taken, but people have, is checking actual IDs at the door, which is a whole other beast. Which, how do you feel about that?
So here's the thing. Initially, I'm like, okay, makes sense. But then after hearing you guys, and this is the thing, I'm so gonna get my identity stolen at some point.
Oh, same.
Because I'm almost too willy-nilly with, oh yeah, here's my license, here's my ID. And I mean, honestly, it's the people in my life who hold me back from getting my identity stolen.
Same.
Right? But I mean, at the end of the day, would you like my $2,000 student debt? Because, you know, there you go.
Yeah, does anybody want my like 20-ish grand in credit card debt and stuff debt? Hey, I'm happy, but am I? I don't know. Ask my stuff.
It's one of those things that you're like, do I need a sugar daddy or just need somebody to steal my identity? You know?
Yeah, right? They get and they're like, oh, shit. I like boudoir post. Did I read that correctly? Boudoir?
What? Why are we talking about boudoir posts? What did I say?
Chat's getting out of hand. Sorry, chat. We'll catch up with you. I do technically we should be. I haven't heard back from Death Cap, and I don't know if she knew or what. I don't know. So we're still going for now. I know at wait, hold on, 3:30, 4. Hold on. 4:30 to So 4 till 4:30 we have Wildcat Hippo coming on. So we're good for now because I didn't hear back from Death Cap, but we're still hanging. We're still hanging, everybody. She might be at work, maybe too, not sure. Oh, Bitsy, do you know Death Cap? Death Cap, you know, with these names, with the 3 for an E. Come on. Also, I'm going to assume the 94 is your birth year.
Yes. Yeah.
Why did you put that in the name?
Okay, here's the deal. It's been one of my oldest gamer tags.
Okay.
So this was something that happened years and years ago. I think the first time I used this username was Maple Story.
Okay.
So just to tell you how old this username is.
That's a decent bit. It's a decent bit.
Right. So that's why. And then because now being an adult on the internet, it makes it so much easier when there are children flaming me. I can be like, look at that 94. Do you know how long I've been on the internet? I've heard this a million times. Just go home.
Yeah. With just that is the fact that right there, I've been on the internet for so long. It's so bonkers the way people are still reacting on it. Like this morning, I did a tweet about people are angry at developers because the game launched bad. Dude, it's been like that since the PS3, I think, at this point. I mean, Nintendo 64 probably had its issues and blah, 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 but it was a different time. Now there's so much that goes into a game. Like, how are you still, as an adult, like adding people on, like companies on Twitter and being like, your game's trash, give me my pre-order back? It's like, dude, that's
because those were the kids doing it back then. They just never grew out of it, right?
Oh, you know what? Actually, yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. My favorite thing right now is, and makes me laugh every fucking time. There's so many kids that'll hop into my stream, into the chat, and they'll go, hey, you should do F4. It helps you do this. And I'm like, first of all, bud, it's Alt F4. Nice. And second of all, what are you trying to do?
Yeah, though it still works. I think Bex the Rex had that happen to her because she's insane.
Well, I watched the clip on that. It was Alt F4 that they told her to do.
Okay.
Yeah, so with just F4, most games won't close. In fact, Undertale has F4 as the full screen, which is funny because I saw it and I'm like, is this a troll? Because like I heard that Undertale was kind of trolly and I'm like, this is so a troll. And it wasn't. And I'm like, oh, well, that was a missed opportunity.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's very little that gets me anymore as far as like internet meme culture. I grew up on 4chan. I mean, there's only so much that, and I guess that's kind of, that's part of the stream now, is if trolls come in, I kind of have to. Have you had any bad trolls recently or at all?
Oh, I've had, so literally another reason why I was kind of, wow. Okay, I'll say it. So the same day that you had Juan on your chat, and then we did the Discord thing afterwards.
Okay.
He mentioned that he never bans people. He never blocks them on Twitch.
Okay. Yeah.
And that same day, I had 3 separate people come into my live, making comments about. Okay, this one person made a comment about how they wanted titty milk from me, and I was like, oh, what? This is Minecraft. First of all, what are you doing? Okay. Second of all, go away. And so I muted him. I'm like, okay, well, I'll just mute him to just let him know they're not cool, right? Because I generally work on a 3-strike system. Yeah. I like giving you a warning, just so you know, hey, cut it out. If you want to cut it out, you can still be here. And then immediately after, I don't even remember what it was that they said, but I just saw what they said and immediately just banned them. I was like, nope, we're not having it. And then that kid ended up getting banned when he came back anyways. But like, then I went into the Discord and he was like, no, I don't ban anybody. And I'm like, oh, must be nice.
Yeah, only recently have I been, even Aaron knows that I'm super lenient with my chat. I luckily, knock on wood, first of all, dude, so the trolls that I get are assumingly different from anybody else of not my genre of human. Like what, Jordan? Yeah. English? My genre of human. That's an interesting way to put it. But now it's getting to the point where I think last week, Juan's interview, somebody came in with the raid. I think it was Meadsy raid. I'll call you out, Meadsy. Whoever you brought over, sort of like spamming penis and whatnot in the chat. And at that point, I was just like, whatever. You'll figure yourself out. You'll realize you're not getting anywhere. But then McQueeb, I think you were there. Whoever was there was just like, I think at that, now it's the time where that can affect your chat, especially since my chat mostly talks amongst themselves. They either lurk or talk amongst themselves, where you need to buckle down and just like cut it off. But it feels so bizarre. Like that, getting into this, I didn't think I'd have to be managing people, you know? Like that's bizarre, right?
Yeah. Well, and not to kind of circle back to things people have told you already, but you need to get more mods so that you don't have to. Like Aaron, you're amazing, you're awesome, you're wonderful, but you need to get more mods. Because
I don't know. I have this whole thing like I should be able to run this by myself. Like Aaron's amazing, but I do have other mods. I just don't remember who they are.
Okay, other mods. You need to start doing things.
I think they're from way back. They're OGs. Oh, okay. It was, you know, when you start, you just mod all your friends and random people that come in super regularly. But Rose, are you not modded? We can mod Rose. Here we go. I'll do it right now. Mod Rose. There we go. You've been knighted.
Congratulations, Rose.
Your auto mod is set to the highest settings? Jeez.
Jeez, yeah, I don't even do that.
Can you do anything in your chat, Kat?
Can you type?
Right now it's me.
But I'll say, like, so modding friends isn't always bad. I've got this one friend. Okay, so this guy, total internet troll. He might even, no, actually, he's working right now, so he won't be in the chat, so I can talk crap about him. I talk crap about him to his face anyway, so he doesn't care.
Nice.
But he is usually never supportive of anything I do. He's a super negative Nelly and all that with everything, and he's really supportive. Like, okay, this guy was the 4chan internet troll of your nightmares.
Okay.
And he still is.
Jesus.
Right? I mean, he's getting better. He's growing up a little bit.
Is it worth the hassle, though?
He's technically my best friend's best friend. So...
who needs him? Anyway, go on.
No,
go on,
but I do need him because he's an amazing mod. Like, he's super supportive of me streaming, which is always weird, and I feel like it's some kind of troll because he's supportive.
Yeah.
But there was one day where I was gaming, doing my own thing, and all of a sudden I see a name get banned. And I'm like, what? Who did that? I didn't do it. He was lurking, and he just started taking people out. And I'm like, holy crap, okay. That's fair.
Interesting. Yeah, I can't... There's some... I jumped into... I think it was Teeny Giants. I jumped into her chat, and there was the people that came in because she does all the call-outs and whatnot. But then there was a random one where someone just said, do you speak Spanish? And within like seconds, they got like kicked and muted. And it's just... What? I guess I did ask her in the chat, but I guess sometimes people try and troll through other languages. And I did have someone speaking Spanish the one time, and I thought it was...
You did, yeah.
And we went back, and it was just a kid, apparently, trying to...
Yeah, it was some kid, and apparently... So I read it. I was the one who translated it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, because I speak English, Spanish, and French. And I went over, and it's just he needed to be in he needed to watch English videos for his class. And I feel bad for the kid because he even wrote in his thing, "Oh, I'm probably gonna get banned." And I'm like, "No." And
Did he?
he was, yeah, he actually wrote that, and I felt so bad. And
I feel like a dick.
well, you didn't know. And he wrote molestar, which is Spanish for touch or slang for bug. So I could see if I didn't know Spanish, I would have totally blocked molestar as well because, it's a fun word.
Sounds like I need to get some more mods that know Spanish.
Yeah.
Erin said she wanted her community to be inclusive, which means speaking in English only. Yeah, I guess I can respect that.
I've heard that, but so little bit of reveal of something I'm going to do when I become affiliate. One of my channel points is that I'm going to have those redemptions for speak Spanish for a minute, speak French for a minute.
Yeah.
Then I can't justify making it so people in chat can't speak those languages. So I'll probably put in the rules English, French, Spanish, or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it'll be, these are languages I speak, so I can personally filter it. And if anybody, gets mad about it, it's like, well, just so you know, I'm not gonna be monitoring Russian. I don't speak Russian.
Yeah.
Right?
I can barely speak English. Let's be honest, everybody.
Well, if it helps, I can barely speak English. So
yeah, we do with what we have and all that good stuff. Yeah. But all right, this is what we're gonna do because I'm trying to keep track of time and make sure everybody have a decent. Since we didn't hear back from Deathcap yet, Wildcat, are you around? And did you want to jump on in about 5 minutes? I'm gonna start wrapping it up with Katie. Katie, I hope that's okay. Obviously we can keep talking.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah, I'm game. Cool. All right, Wildcat, whenever you're ready, you can jump in the waiting room. Katie and I are gonna chit chat for a couple more minutes and get to know. So we got your goals, all that good stuff. You want to be fucking the most famous. You want to be with the big dogs. You want to be doing 19-day sub streams with Ludwig. You want to be.
We already talked about how I don't want to sleep on stream.
You want to be. That is a very, very, and you know me. I guess I'm a pessimist in that way. It's like, it's not possible, but it's also not. I was talking to my father about this today because we were talking about, and we'll sort of dive in. We don't have to. The fact that some people who get the COVID shot, the vaccine, are going to have side effects. Like that's just with literally anything. There's side effects to all things. And it's just like anything can happen. The fact that you can stream, put yourself in the right places, and then end up at the top and still work very hard at, like, it is possible. I would love to see you do that. But just you know that, like,
yeah, that's why I say it's my fuck you goal versus my realistic goal.
Yeah.
Because the fuck you goal is very much a, you know what? Fuck it. Why isn't there a woman up there? Let me do it. Right. Yeah. I do want to quickly say thanks for the shout out, Aaron, and thank you, Rose, for saying nice things about me in the chat.
You're a homie now. Like, whether you're almost a part of the Mean Girls Club. Yes, everybody, we do have a Mean Girls Club. It does happen, and we'll never let anyone in. But Katie's getting close because she hangs.
I just need to talk more in Discord. I do a lot of absorbing in Discord because there's, again, go check out his Discord. Go check out his Patreon. There's so much valuable information that you get from just being in the Discord, coming into the calls in the milk bar. Like, oh my God, amazing.
But that's that biggest thing. That's how I think you just being a part of this crazy, like I said, Abel still comes in and he talks to like Harris Heller and shit. I think he does. He might be lying. Who knows? But
come in just for Abel. Like that. Oh my gosh. I want to pick his brain so much.
Flesky, like, what's up?
Oh.
Yeah, but that's exactly it, is connecting with all those different people. Who, I guess, do you have any big streamers that you want to work with in particular?
So the goal is always the big ones for me, right? So Valkyrie, I'd love to work with her. Amazing.
I have to hit her up. I'll get there though.
Okay. But low-key secret goal, and not because I'm a simp. Let's just get this very clear. He's just so relatable and all that. But Corpse, just
be
friends with him.
I still know nothing about Corpse.
How do you know nothing about Corpse? Do you even like listen to his music? Nothing? No, because you can stream his music.
I know he has a deep voice, right?
Yeah. Somebody that I would like to see on your podcast would be Spontaneous.
I don't even know who that is.
she's we were talking about the gamer girl YouTube videos.
Okay.
Briefly.
I think so.
So
yeah.
she does a whole thing on Corpse's music is DMCA free, but the one with MGK is not, obviously. I'm answering your chat.
No, you're good.
But so she does a whole series where it's OMG a gamer girl, and she plays Rainbow Six, and she just puts the audio of the videos obviously of what these guys are saying to her, and this is real life. If you want to know what it's like to be a girl in gaming, go look at some of her first videos, because people now know her tag and they kind of smarten up a bit because they know they're going to be on the internet.
Interesting. Okay.
But like, go watch some of the first ones in that series, and that's what it's like. And you want to just know what it's like. That's it.
All right, drop that in one of the Discord.
Yeah, I'll drop it in the Discord. And Rose, he doesn't drive me crazy. He's just so relatable, like on an emo. So context, I'm not attracted to cis straight men.
Yeah.
It's just not for me.
It's fine. We're gross most of the times.
Yeah.
I get it.
I like the concept of straight cis men, but the second I start trying to date one...
I like the concept. I don't think I've ever heard that, and I love it.
That's my thing. People laugh every time I say it, but it's like, I love the concept of straight cis men. I'll try and date them, but it doesn't last long.
It's fine. I understand. If anyone like me, we're difficult. But go on.
No, but yeah, so that's not why I like Corpse. As much as that's why most people like Corpse, it's not for me.
It's all good.
He's just, I don't know, something about his dark depression is just, I feel it in my soul as an emo kid.
I guess I get that. Like I said, everybody loves him. But all right, Katie, let everybody know where to find you, your schedule. Do shout yourself out.
Okay, you can find me everywhere on the internet at Katiebunny94. I've got consistent branding. Oh, yeah. So I'm on TikTok, Twitch, Twitter. If you find my Instagram, I'm sorry, I don't really post there, but I'm gonna try and get better at it. I am in the Discord. I usually try and hop in the milk bar with everybody after every stream. So if you like me enough, you can find me there too. If you go into my channel, !Discord, you can find my Discord link. Next stream is on Wednesday. It's on Wednesday. Next stream's on Wednesday, 4 p.m. Central Time. Maybe I'll be playing Apex. We'll see. I might try it out.
Good luck.
Right?
All right, thank you. I will obviously talk to you later. Everybody go check out Katiebunny94.
And everybody go check out Jordan, his Discord. Get in there. His page.
This is for you. I will do all of my own promo. Thank you very much, Katie. All right, dude. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. See ya. Bye.
Bye. Oh my goodness. Wild. Absolutely wild.